So now let's work when we have a background in the post. So we're gonna go right here, when post.background exists, we're gonna have a div, let's call it post background, okay, maybe underscore, I prefer them, easier to copy. And then we're gonna have a style for this div. Simply the style is gonna be the background image, and the background image we're gonna use backticks, and the URL of the background is simply gonna be, as you guessed, post.background. Okay, and now it's not going to be seen because simply this div right here doesn't have anything inside it and doesn't have like a width or any elements into it. Okay, so we can go inside and you're going to see when we work on the styles. So we're going to have another one which is going to be post pg text, and simply this is going to be the post.text. Okay, so now if a post has a text, it's going to show it and it's going to show the background, but it's not showing in the proper way that we want it. Okay, so we can go back right here and define that class name, and this simply the height is going to be 500 pixels. Okay, so now every post that has the background, as you see, now we're seeing it. Also we're going to make a few changes, so let me make the padding 15 pixels. Okay, and we're going to place everything in the center, so we can just like a display grid and then like place items center. Okay, I never get to complete this. Okay, so now everything goes to the center. Also, like for example, you can just define the font weight to be 600, and like the font size is going to be 24 pixels. Okay, or maybe less, I don't know, it just depends. So I'm going to leave it in 22. This is just up to you. And then we're going to, something is going to be important, like the background repeat. We're not going to repeat it. Okay, so now it's not going to repeat itself and it's going to be 1. And also want to make it cover everything, so the background size is going to be cover. Okay, so now it's covered the whole width of the elements. Okay, this is not responsive because it should be aligned with this, but as I said, that would be the last thing. Okay, so every post now that has the background is going to show like this, which is very nice. So we're going to go back right here, and this is, we have a test right here when background exists. We can make this explicit. So when the background exists, we're gonna do that. Else we're simply gonna have another like an empty tag, and then right here we're gonna have a div for the text and also for the images. So let's start with the text. So and this is gonna be simply the post.text. Okay, like this. And if we have it, it's gonna show right here. Okay, as you see, we have it there. Okay, so maybe you can work on the styles for that. So post text again, simply is gonna be have a padding 0 from top, from right is going to be 15, bottom 10, and left 15. Okay, so this is alright, this is way better. We can go back right here, and also, so this is, the text is fine because we don't need to test if it exists or not. So because it doesn't, it's just going to show an empty string, it's not going to show anything. Okay, but now for images we need to test. So we're going to have a test. So when post images exist, and also the array at least have one element, so images.length exists. Okay, post.images, sorry. Okay, like this, and then we're gonna have a div, and then we're gonna go right here, and this is gonna be simply post.images.map, and we're gonna get every single image and then the index, and right here we're gonna return an image tag, and the source is going to be the image, not URL, and the key is going to be the index. Okay, and now we're going to see all the images in a very odd form. Okay, so the way that we're going to fix this is simply with the same way we've used it right here, because if you remember right here, we had grids. Okay, you choose pictures and they all go into a grid, and the same way we're going to do it right now. I prepared the CSS for all of it, which is going to do the test, so I'm not going to write or explain the CSS before. It's a bit different now, but exactly the same thing I explained. Okay, so let me just paste it, and you can go there and you're not gonna see everything. Okay, so the grid 1, 2 to 5, and also the images inside. Every image we're gonna describe it or add a class. So with like first image gonna be image 0, second is gonna be image 1, and you're gonna see right here. Okay, so this way right here, you can go and add the class name, which is gonna be, let me go right here and add backticks. Okay, so we're gonna do it this way to work. Okay, so it's gonna have the image, then dash, and then this is gonna be the index. Okay, so the first image is gonna be image dash 0, the second is gonna be image dash 1, and this way we can control also those images this way. Okay, I've done it different way and I've tried to do it simple as possible. Okay, I didn't want it like example grid and then gonna define the start, the end of the thing, you know, as you do normally, but I did it in a more profound, simple way so you can read it and understand it. Okay, because I've done it before and it's grid is simple. Okay, you're gonna have this in the attachments, or you can read it for yourself as a challenge. Okay, it's not hard, nothing is hard there. Okay, very simple. So we're gonna go, this is gonna be in the div right here. Okay, the class name right here is going to be a test. So we're going to go back right here and let's test. So if post.images.length is equal to 1, then we're going to have something else. We continue again. So this is going to be grid 1. Okay, else it's going to be, let me just copy this a few times like that. Okay, and then this is when it's equal to, then it's going to be grid 2, and when this is a 3, it's going to be grid 3, and when this is 4, let me just copy it more, 4, 5. Okay, we don't need more. Okay, so this is going to be 4. Let me remove that. Also that and this. So this is when it's going to be, you know, larger or equal to 4. Okay, and 5, sorry. So if it's equal to 5 or more, it's going to be grid 5, it's going to be grid 4. Okay, so this is going to be end like this. Okay, simple as this. Okay, so if we go back right here, and you're going to see the grid 1, the grid 2, the grid 4, everything. Okay, and as you see right here, so this is when we have one image. This is how it's going to look. This is going to look very odd because it's not responsive yet, but we're going to work on that, don't worry. And this is when you have also one image. This is when you have 2 images. Okay, and let me create a post and let me show you. Okay, so to see everything is all right, let me like use this one, and this one, and like this one. Okay, so 4 images and open. Okay, so now let's create this post and let me have like just emojis, something random. Okay, and then post. So this is gonna take time because I'm gonna upload 4 images, and as you see, let me refresh now. So we have the post. Don't worry, as I said, for the responsiveness, it's going to be very easy to fix. Don't worry about it. Okay, now just look at the display of the images. So it's going to be 1 right here and 3 the same way we've done it before. Okay, so it's very, you know, grid, you know, is really looking nice. And also one thing I didn't show you, when you have like 5 images or more. So this is, I forgot this is very important. So let me choose like 5 or 6 for example. Let me just remove this one right here and open. Let me post that. Okay, so I'll show you how it's gonna look. Okay, because we're gonna work on that also. So because as you see right here, as it's waiting, we have this Morpix shadow, as you're gonna see, which is a div that's gonna be position absolute in here, right here in the right bottom of the image. That's gonna see like +1, +2, the rest of the images. Okay, because we're not gonna show it all, and you can show it for yourself with a slider. I may do that. Okay, it's not that hard. So as we're waiting, let me go back right here and work on that. So this is going to be right here. Okay, so as you see, we need also to slice the images. We're not going to show all of them. Like, let me refresh this, as you see. Okay, so now, okay, let's switch right here. Okay, as you see, this is going to create a problem because we didn't work, you know, grid 6. When we have like 5 images, it's going to create a problem or more. So we go right here. So we're going to slice before map from 0 to 5. Okay, like this. So now we're only gonna have the maximum is 5. We won't show if we have 6 images or more. Okay, and then simply we're gonna go right here and we're gonna do simple text. So if post to images, you know, is more than 5, we can simply add another div, and the class name is gonna be the one we have right here, Morpix shadow. It sits right here, and this is the div that's gonna be, as you see right here. And then right here, as you see, as I told you, it's going to be in the right bottom. It's going to be like this, and it's going to be plus like 1, 2, the rest of the images that we had. And this is going to be calculated easily. So we can go right here and just add plus right here before this. And this is going to be post dot images dot length and then -5. So the rest from 5, okay, which is going to be, for this example, is going to be 1. The rest is going to be only 1 image. If you have like 7 images, it's going to show +2. If you have 8, it's going to be +3. So this is really good. I don't know if it should be black or white. Let me just go right here. Let me change the color. Maybe it's a white. Like this. Okay, I feel like this is better. So as you see right now, It's very good. And then you can work like click on, I may do it. So you click right here and then opens a slider, and then you can go through all the images that you have. Okay, so now we've seen everything and we have the images. I don't know, I feel like I should work on the responsiveness first, so it's actually use presentable and then work on the rest right here. I don't know.